Welcome to Women Empowerment. This is Victoria Showme, your hostess from Houston, Texas. Today I'll be speaking briefly on the topic which I titled The Power of Positive Mindset. The power, it means the force to bring something to pass, to bring something to action. The positive, it means that you can choose either to think positive or to think negative. In this society that we live in, there are so many choices. There are so many things going on around you that are so devastating, so negative, so corrupt. But then you have the power to choose what to think about. You want to think positive or you want to think about the negative, and then the mindset. That means what comes out of your heart, what you take time to deliberate upon, what to conceive in your heart, what to think in your mind. So you can think to be positive or you can choose to think negative. But there is a power that will make those things that you are conceiving in your heart to come to pass. You know, in the book of Proverbs chapter 23, it talks about, say, whatever a man thinks, as a man thinks in his heart, so he is. If you think positive, you will become positive. But if you think negative, you think otherwise, that will happen. So today I just want to teach briefly from the Word of God, from a verse, from a passage in the Bible. And that is the book of 2 Kings, chapter 7, and I will just read briefly verse 3 of that verse. This is the story. If you read the story very well from the beginning of 2 Kings chapter 7, it talks about famine in the land of Israel. There wasn't food. Everybody was crying. There was scarcity. And there we have these 4 leprous men. They were outcasted. They were outside of the town. In those days, lepers don't live among people. Once they have the disease, they're outcasted. They let them live outskirts of the town where they have minimal interaction, minimal relationship with the people in the city. So these men, these 4 leprous men, they were outside of the town. But you know what? They did something that moved. They did something that really touched my heart. In that 2 Kings chapter 7 verse 3, these men, they come together and they say, why are we just going to sit here in this situation and die? So I'm challenging you as a woman. Why do you want to sit in that condition? Why do you want to accept it as your fate? Why do you want to accept this situation that you know is challenging you, that you know is not giving you peace, that you know is not making you happy as your status quo, that you will live with it, that you will continue to struggle in this position? Why do you want to live in that position? You know, you can do something about it. These 4 men, these 4 leprous men, these are the people that they cannot reckon with anybody. No one wants to be associated with them. They have been outcasted. But they come together and they say, why? Why are we going to sit in this situation and die? If we sit here, some people are going to come and capture us and we will die. And if we proceed, we never know. We might be saved by the Syrians or otherwise. And they made decision to move. And I'm challenging you. I mean, this is New Year. I mean, we still have so many weeks, so many months ahead of us. I'm challenging you to take an action, to take a positive action toward your dream. Don't accept your status quo. Don't accept the fate that, oh, I'm going to remain without a husband. I'm going to remain without a job. I'm going to remain working 2 or 3 jobs to make ends meet. You can change something about it. These 4 leprous men, they took action. After they have decided, they took an action. They did not just settle with the determination. They determined in their hearts that we have to do something. And then they took an action. They left where they were and they moved forward. They left where they were and they moved forward. And God is such an awesome God. And He caused a miracle to happen. that these men, these 4 leprous men, they were saved. They were not killed, but God used them even to bring to pass that Elijah spoke, that by the time tomorrow there will be abundance. These were the instruments that God used to bring a change, to bring abundance in the land of Israel. So, brethren, women, I'm challenging us. We can do so many things. Not until we take that step of faith, until we take action, nothing is going to happen. Your present circumstance will not change if you remain where you are. But you have to take a bold step. You have to think in your heart, what do you want to become in life? By the time this year 2016 comes to an end, what are the testimonies you want to share? What will people say about you? How will you reflect back and see the accomplishment that you've been able to achieve? But if you remain where you are, nothing is going to happen. People say it's a dead fish that goes with the flow. No, you don't have to go with the flow. You can change your life. You can change your family. You can change your career. You can touch so many lives. Some people, their breakthrough are dependent upon you, as about these 4 leprous men. The miracles that the land of Israel is expecting is dependent on them moving forward to go to the camp of the Syrians. So I'm challenging you, women, that this year 2016, take a bold step to move forward, to live where you are, and pursue after great things, and pursue after that job, after that leadership position, and pursue that this year I must get married. This year, I must change my status. I must find a better job. I must learn a new trade. I must go back to school and do something. I am challenging you. And before I leave you, I just want to share one of the stories of my life. And this has really helped me a lot. And it has helped me to become who I am today. And I give glory all to God. This is an event that happened in my life over 20 years ago. Thereabout. I was a teenager. I was in high school. I was living by myself, living in a community in Nigeria. It's a big house, so many rooms, so many people living in the same house. So this one morning, I have no food to eat. And it was cold, and it was wet and everything. So I thought in my heart, let me ask somebody to give me something to eat. I have what we call gari at home. So I was like, what, if somebody give me a soup, I will make eba and eat something warm. So I went to my neighbor, a woman neighbor, and I said, oh, ma'am, can you please give me some little stew, so I can make something. And then she told me, oh, no, I have nothing to give you. I said, fine. I went into my room. I cried myself out. Let me tell you, I cried. Then I prayed to God. I said, God, please help me. I do not want to beg for food in my life. Right now, I may not have anything, but I do not want to continue as I am right now. I don't want to be begging for food. And I do not want my children down the road to be begging for food. I need you to help me. And the Lord brought some people brought some friends who linked me, who connected me to people that will help me. And I started trading, buying and selling, and the Lord continued to bless me. And today, when I transitioned to the United States of America, I prayed to God, and God helped me in my journey. I started my career as a nurse, and I'm still a nurse. Went to school for my associate, for my bachelor's, for my master's in nursing, and then in addition to that, I got my master's, MBA, because that thought changed my life that morning. When that woman told me, I have nothing to give you. It challenged me, and then I challenged myself that I can be something great. And I'm thanking God today how far God accepted me. And I know He has a destination for me. So is you. God does not want you to die the way you are right now, because there are so many better things that can come out of your life. There are so many people you can be a blessing to. And so I'm leaving you with this thought today, that you have to make a determination. Especially this year, make a determination of what you want to do, and then you act upon it. Do not just sit back, but take a bold step of faith. And as we are acting, God is bringing all these things to happen in your way, all these resources, all the help that you need. God is bringing them along your way. So this is the first episode. Watch out for second episode very soon. But let me just pray a word of prayer with you. I pray that as you are listening, that the power of the Almighty God will rest upon you. As you take that bold step, favor of God and the mighty hand of God will walk with you, that men and women will show you favor and they will show you kindness, and that which you think is impossible, by the special grace of God it will be, and you will accomplish your desire and you will fulfill your purpose. God bless you and have a wonderful time. See you next time. Victoria Showme.